Hello, Aries. How are you? Good. Um, the year is starting very strong. February is gonna be most certainly one of the most intense months of the whole year. Um, we have an stellium of 6 planets, counting the sun and the moon, a new moon in Aquarius, your 11th house. So, 6 planets in one sign. It's super strong. Normally we have maximum 3 planets, so imagine when we have 6. And it's in Aquarius, and we are starting. This is the month for Aquarius. And we are starting the era of Aquarius as well. So it's very, it looks almost like a sign of what it might be that is gonna be coming in the following period, no? Maybe it's like a preparation for all these changes that we're going through, and more things that are starting to come, that still need to come. Guys, I put all the cards on the table already for your reading, and then I'll be using my Tarot del Fuego to specify in the cards I think I need to specify, so I can dive a little bit deeper in your story. As you know, this is a general reading, so I cannot read for everybody who's watching this video. Maybe some things that will come out today will speak to you, and others maybe not. It's always better to get private readings because it's all about your personal story, of course. But well, going to the reading. This is a month, and I was saying before, you're gonna have a lot of planets in your 11th house, and your house, the 11th house in Aquarius, and having all these planets in Aquarius is gonna be, even though there are gonna be a lot of clashes here, and you maybe heard of the oppositions between Uranus and Saturn by the mid of this month. We're gonna be feeling, of course, these tensions, but you, Aries, the energy of Aquarius is an energy that it's in harmony with your own energy. It's something that is an energy that complements you, and it's so crazy. One of the cards that came in the reading, and I'm gonna show you one per one, okay? But it's the Emperor, which is your own energy, Aries. In Tarot, you represent this card. I'm gonna say, I have some restraints about the idea that, this will be your energy. Sometimes I will see this energy more to other signs than yours, but let's say that in general Tarot, we speak of the Emperor as Aries. And it's funny because the reading here is ending with the Fool. And the Fool is associated to the energy of Aquarius. But, as I was saying, many times I have from my own personal perspective, and getting out of the dogma of Tarot, when I look at these two energies, for me, these are quite opposite energies here, no? But they complement each other, They have a sense of, they need each other to claim to get to that objective, okay? And yeah, so I want to start here with the beginning because, all these planets in the 11th house in Aquarius. Your 11th house is the house of friendships, is the house of dreams, is the house of networking, collaborations, your place in society. But this is really in a more intimate way than, for example, the 10th house. The 11th house, it's more in in a way like how it does affect you personally. And probably, and seeing these cards, I'm gonna show you right now. The first card that jump up in the reading is the Three of Swords. The second card is the Seven of Cups. Okay, so I see some confusion here, maybe regarding your relationships right now, maybe friendships or lovers, or maybe your work colleagues. But seeing the cards I'm seeing here, I will say this is more talking about your intimate relationships, maybe your friends. There is a sense of feeling pain because of something has been in the clouds here. And the Emperor, and the Three of Swords came in the beginning of the reading, and in the beginning I was, okay, maybe this is not Aries energy, maybe this is just the situation in general they are going through. But then the next card that jumped that is influencing this energy was your card. So I was a little bit like, okay, so I believe that Aries, you, and if you're resonating with this reading, you're in a moment where there is something here that happened that you are trying to closure. This is what it came in your obstacle on top of this Three of Swords, and is the World card, which is talking about having the end, putting or arriving to the end of the cycle. The World is the last arcane, so it's like when we come full circle here. We go from the zero, which is how we are ending your reading, and we finish with the World. And your obstacle right now, and I think this is where the pain is coming, is putting an end to a situation that Aries. Right now, I believe you're very conscious because, you're appearing here with this Emperor. And the energy of the Emperor, he's wise, he knows, he doesn't have many doubts. He didn't build his empire in 2 days. And I think that whatever is the situation for you, or this confusion, like maybe in the past there was a lot of, or you have many options on the plate, maybe relationships, and you had difficulties, or someone that you were relating to had difficulties to commit, or had difficulties to exchange in the same level as you, and maybe this is what it caused this sense of betrayal, or this sense of feeling mental pain, heartbreak, but don't stay just there, because I see that there is a lot of, it's like you are standing here, and this is what I want to say is you are coming here. These Three of Swords, it's a battle, and it's something that right now it's being very difficult for you to put a close. No? This is why it's appearing in your obstacle, because this is something that you maybe didn't expect, or you didn't know how to react, or maybe somebody didn't know how to react and they did this to you. And because of that, there is a sense of not being able to put an end to this situation, or feeling that. But I see that you're standing your ground. You have the Knight of Wands, and this is how, like, what this Three of Swords is kind of guiding you towards. And it's, the Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card. So this is telling me that you are standing your ground, you're standing strong, and whatever this is for you, whatever this painful situation means for you, and that you are trying to close here, you are working in it, and that you are at this to finish. Because the 9, it's the moment where we are almost at the 10, but you know that you still need to push it a little bit further on. He's standing there. He knows he has already won all the wars here. You see, each one that it's in the back of this warrior, it's a battle that he actually earned, and he made a wall to protect his victory, and he's standing in front of these ones so that he can defend them in case that something might happen. But he knows that this is just something that he has to do for some time, and that indeed the biggest battle, it's already done. So it's, in that sense, it's great, because there is a progression here. There is an advancing, like an advance of the situation, no, and how you're feeling, how you're proceeding with this situation, with this pain, no, and how you're coming in the reading here. The card that jump out, it's the Nine of Cups, and this card normally will be, it's a card that talks about the wish fulfillment, the desire, but with the cards I'm seeing here in your reading, I feel that because of this situation, and maybe this disillusion that you had, or a situation that caused you a level of deception, you are maybe in a moment of trying to escape with indulgence behavior, because the Nine of Cups is it's a card that it does talk about enjoyment and going out and seeing a lot of people, and not like a carefree, and a wish fulfillment as well. But with the cards that I see here and the energy I get from this reading, I think that this is something that you're doing right now so that you can escape from whatever you're going through at this present moment, or maybe what happened to you in the past, and that it's kind of influencing you right now, because that could be also the case. Maybe this situation that I'm seeing here, which is like this closure, like putting an end to this to this cycle in your life, maybe this relationship, or maybe this work environment, or this job that you actually didn't like, whatever it is for you. It's something that maybe you had to do it in the past, but emotionally speaking, you didn't have the time to proceed, to process it, to know maybe how you were feeling, or what it really meant for you. And now is the moment where all these things come out, and then you're like, okay, I need to escape here a little bit. This is the energy. It's like, I need to escape. I need to maybe go out, drink a little bit more than normally, smoke a little bit more than normally, that's that energy. But you are standing there, and in your environment, and this is where I'm gonna have to put in a specific, because in your environment I got a Hierophant here, and I want to know why this card is in your environment. But it's quite funny, because I think in one of my last readings for Aries, this card came out as well in the same position. But my readings are not necessarily connected. It's not like one story might mean the same story for, it's not in connection. But sometimes it does happen. Sometimes I see very clear, with no doubt, that there is a liaison, like a continuation from last month. But it did surprise me, this card in your environment. But I'm gonna be putting some specific, because as I see the cards here, maybe the closure and the situation that you are trying to put an end to, it's related to something that you were highly committed to. Maybe it was one precise relationship, or it could be, as I said, a friendship. All these 11th house. and the new moon in your 11th house, which is closures and new chapters. And maybe you're gonna realize this month that there is gonna be people, relationships in your life that you're gonna see that suddenly the relationship have flipped, and maybe this person that you thought it was your friend, suddenly you realize that are they actually your friend? You know, that kind of vibe. But not in a, I mean, of course it doesn't feel good to experience this, no? But in another way, the counterpart of this is that you're also gonna be attracting a lot of new people, a lot of new partnerships and participations, no? Like people collaborations, people that you could work with or just personal, no? Share intimate moments with. But that's the tricky thing about this month, in my opinion, no? And where I see these clashes is that there is a lot of good coming, but there is also a lot of things that might happen here. And for you Aries, or if you have a lot of Aries in your chart, that might influence a lot your relationship with others. And maybe seeing these cards, I see very clearly that there is maybe a relationship here or something that you try to, or you're trying to close the gate, and it's difficult because maybe this thing that was influencing you was something that you were very engaged to. Maybe you were married to this person, you know, the Hierophant. Many times we're talking about engagement, commitments, or maybe this was a long-term old friend from from forever, and something happened that you realize that you're both going into different directions maybe, and or something happened here that you know that you might need to take another path and maybe free yourself from this situation or this relationship. I see, coming in your wishes, and this is the position of the wish and the fear, the Seven of Swords. It's like Aries, there is something here that you don't want to necessarily communicate directly. Maybe the person that caused you this pain, or the environment, or like whatever happened here that you have to kind of put an end to. What you're wishing for is to not to communicate directly right now, at least right now. The Seven of Swords is an energy of somebody that wants to kind of like go from the backside, without being seen. It's like you wanting to maybe walk away from this situation without necessarily entering into a direct conflict here. No, maybe what you want to do is just walk away and don't turn your head back and say, okay, you know what, I'm leaving this and I'm not gonna talk to you directly right now because I don't think that it will have any worth. No, or that's the energy I get with this card in your position of like what you're wishing and maybe what you're scared of. Maybe it could also be that you're scared that someone else will be doing again this to you, but when I see these cards, I really feel this sense of this is more about you. And and I believe, for me, I think it's normal, no? Like, if you had this conflict with someone, this painful heartbreak, and that there is an end here, no? That there is something here that it cannot continue, no? it's normal that maybe in the beginning of this detachment, no, you wouldn't want to have direct communication with this person, no, or talk directly about what happened there, because you are maybe in a moment where you feel so sensitive and mentally mentally disturbed by what happened here, that you need maybe some time for yourself and to heal, this Three of Swords. And of course, I mean, the last card that came here in the reading, and I was so happy when I saw this card coming at the end, because this is exactly the energy you need, Aries, to get rid of this. Is the Fool. So, you have in your obstacle the World, which is, the last arcane, and you're finishing, and it's the card that's on top of the center of the reading, and then you're ending the reading with the Fool. And let's say that this will be more like the energy that you're guiding yourselves to. You're freeing yourself. The Fool is jumping off the cliff with no regrets. He takes only what he needs, and he has the sun with him. He doesn't care about the consequences. He knows that he needs to jump, even though this might mean a risk of even maybe dying. No, I mean, we cannot take these things literally, of course, but in a way, yes. It's like, the Fool. He's the crazy person that is jumping when everybody is telling him, no, don't do it, or the energy of saying, okay, all this was my past, and now I am cleaning myself and I am jumping to the new. This is the Fool energy. So creative. So it's the spark of energy that we need for anything to be created. No, it's like that, that it's still nothing, but it's everything, so that things can start moving and doing this change of materializing in your reality, and I really love it, because coming at the end of this reading, it does for me means that you are in the process of leaving something behind that it did cause you a real pain. And I want to know now, I'm gonna try to dive a little bit more into with the specifics with my tarot of Fuego. What it's I want to know what it means, this Three of Swords. Why this Three of Swords is here. I get the Two of Pentacles. One more card, please. I want one more card for the Hierophant in your environment, because it's true that this card in your environment, and Hierophant, Taurus, and Taurus right now has Uranus and Mars there, and there are some not such a nice clashes between Uranus and Saturn. That, these are like the moments when when there are like these oppositions between these planets that do create a lot of instability. Nine of Pentacles, somebody in your, or it was you, and whatever was this situation that you need to put a closure, this world, meaning the closure, that is the obstacle. That you need to put an end to this pain, and it's because the pain, the Three of Swords is coming with these two cards, the Two of Goals and the Nine of Pentacles. This is telling me that there is somebody here, and maybe it was you actually, Aries. Maybe you were feeling like you know that you have many options, and you come from a time where there are many things there, no, that you want to explore, and maybe there was a precise relationship in your environment that you were very engaged to, but you knew that you have to kind of take your distance from it because you were looking more for your independence. You know, Nine of Pentacles, guys, this is all about independence. And Two of Pentacles, trying to trying to jungle up two options here, trying to keep two options at the same time that are very different, but you know, sometimes we can only take one, not the two. So, okay, now what is coming? I don't know if the camera... Yes, guys, you know, the camera is alive. And, you know, she... It's like she needs her time for doing her work. I am trying to let her leave. So why this Hierophant is here? Okay? Why this Hierophant is here? Why this Hierophant is here for Aries, please? Why this Hierophant is here for Aries? Too many cards, but okay, I see. Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Maybe there was something, as I said before, regarding this Hierophant in your environment, and I think this is the situation associated to this Three of Swords, is that there was a commitment here, whatever, if it's work related, maybe it was a contract, or it was maybe a friend, and a very old friend, or maybe it was yeah, you know, a committed relationship, like married or whatever commitment means to you, that there was something here that has been spoken, a truth has been said. I see the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups, which is about love, I mean, and the Wheel of Fortune. So there has been a change here regarding maybe an intimate relationship that was very close to you, and that right now there is a sense of something is coming up to the light. There is a sword here, you know, the Ace of Swords. It always talks about the truth being spoken, like maybe an information that arises, or an idea, or something is being communicated about possible intimate feelings here that suppose a big change regarding whatever this engagement meant for you. And now I want a card as well here. The Fool, the Ace of Goals. I want one more card, please. New beginnings, guys. The Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Aries. I mean, this is... What is going on here? Because I really have the feeling that, you know, this reading, it will be for somebody there who is watching right now this video, and I suppose you're still watching because you resonated with the story, but that you have been feeling right now very down, no? Or you have come from a period of feeling very down, and I see, Aries, that you know that whatever had to end, or whatever you know you still need to end, because maybe you are still in process of this end. This is coming in the obstacle. Maybe you are not yet in the closure of this situation or relationship, but there is something huge coming here. You know, the Fool energy came here with the Ace of Goals, the Chariot, and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, we have the Ace and the Ten. This is a lot of things, and maybe, I mean, something that is gonna really help you out to liberate yourself from this situation, Aries, is a new offer of work or a new project or something that you start. And maybe your family, you know, 10 of Pentacles here, maybe your family or people that they are very close to you right now will be helping you out, or be part, not helping you out, but maybe influencing this new beginning in your life. And this is something that is coming and maybe will require from you to move as well, because we have here the Chariot. So there is a new start here. There is a sense of breaking the chains from this situation and the cloudiness of not knowing what to do or what happened or what the situation really was for you. But it's like you are standing there and you're keeping all your strength, and at the same time, Aries, you know that you are trying to enjoy yourself. I mean, so yeah, you are, you know, it's like it's like, and you know that there is something here that is coming that will be like starting zero, no, it's starting clean. And it could really be that this option that will appear in your life has something to do regarding your career. I mean, as I said, this month for Aries, your friendships and maybe collaborations regarding your work are gonna be very important. And yeah, maybe some situations, some friendships or collaborations might need to come to the end, even if we don't want it. But there is so much more that is coming here, like so much more, because this is something that you're gonna, it's like you're gonna jump. You're not even, you're gonna feel like you don't even know where you're going, but from the moment you're gonna take the jump, all this is what you're just gonna start experiencing, you know, which is so much abundance, you know, and solidity, like something that is solid, something that will make you build something through time. And that maybe purchasing is related to home, to buying maybe a house or buying a land, or purchasing something here where, or you are investing in something that you know that it will be at the long term very profitable for you. So guys, this is your reading for February. I hope you enjoy it. And don't doubt, I mean, if you like this video, don't like to click subscribe or share or like. And well guys, I see you next month. Bye bye.